feedback before we go on. I want you to write 2 reasons why you think students need to take and keep notes from lesson. 2 reasons. Quickly type in www.slido.com, www.slido.com on whatever device that you have, and it's going to ask you for a passcode. The passcode is ILTN2, capital letter together, ILTN2. If you do that quickly, as you're typing it in, we'll see what you're typing in very shortly. Okay, there's even one entry there already for record keeping. Just type in www.slido.com, and it's going to ask you for a passcode, ILTN2. I want us to contribute and see what we are saying here. Why do you think students need to take and keep notes? I mean, it may be from some of the things that were raised by the point that were raised by Mr. Smith earlier. I'm going to try and do it also too. I hope people are getting it. I expect to start saying feedback up here. If you're getting it, type, go to iPad. Okay, yes. Okay, we are starting to get, yes, the passcode is ILTN2. Yes, someone said for review, good. Wow, this is interesting. To satisfy Lagos State when they come for inspections, to recall what they are taught, to end their learning. To end their learning. That's about. And we should know what the speaker, that person is trying to say. Yes, more of that. Let's wait for a few more. At least I can see that some people are ready. Yes, to enhance what is taught, for reference during exam, for review, grades, to aid memory. Okay, for further review and understanding. Okay. Okay, now, while we are at that, I note that for those of us that were part of the first presentation, to keep parents happy, oh God, oh dear, that's serious, as evidence for completing the scheme. Now, I don't want to really say much about what we're writing here, but one thing I'm happy about is I can see a number of people are very sincere about what they think is the reason. But the question I want to ask, really the big question I want to ask, all these reasons, are they really positive in terms of improving learning? From the first presentation, we've heard that, yes, note taking is good, but all these, our expectations, are they really achievable through just note taking? And are note taking processes in schools really fulfilling all these expectations to solidify the objective of the lesson, to consolidate learning for reference purpose, to grasp easily? Okay, now let's move on. We will continue to make reference to this. Now, I pulled this up. Useful while we take notes. Some of the things we've mentioned are there for record. Okay, of course, after the lesson, you want the children to take home something. Okay, for record keeping, that, okay, we have done this. If you are an administrator, you get into a class, I'm sure one of the things you want to see as evidence of what has been going on in that class, you ask for their notes. Can I see a student note? You flip through like that. Okay, are there feedback? That's another level and all of that. Now, help understanding, help exam revision, helps memory, help writing. These are some of the things I believe are going on in our mind, why it's very good or important to write notes. But I'm not going to go back to what we had said earlier, really, about if all these are true or not. But let's just move on. I have some questions that I want to, like, I call them reflections, and I want us to quickly go through them. So number one, is a bulky notebook an indicator of effective learning engagement? If you get into a classroom, and in that classroom, you discover that you're able to see that someone is not muted. Okay, you're able to see students with big notebooks. Does that really indicate that they've been learning effectively in that particular subject? Okay. Two, does writing of notes enhance internalization of concepts, which are some of the things that we want them to do, maybe what we call understanding. Okay, I haven't sat down to write notes and fill pages with notes. Now, I'm not even talking about the source of what they're writing now, whether it's from the student or from the teacher, but does that in any way enhance internalization of concepts? Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm just raising these reflective questions. You can add more. As I'm reading through, if you want to add more, you can put them in the chat box. We may have time to go through them. Can excessive note writing in lesson hinder deep thinking process? Now, if you are conscious about the level of engagement and thinking that is involved during your lesson, you're the type that is focused on higher order thinking skill or lower order thinking skills, and you want the students not just to sit down in the classroom and listening, you want them to think through the things that are happening in the classroom. So can writing or writing, can it hinder that process or enhance the process of deep thinking? Now, is note copying an effective classroom management strategy? Sometimes people just keep students together in classroom. Okay, bring out this, bring out the textbook and write. Of course, while they are doing that, the class will be calm and they won't make noise. So using note copying, as a note copying now, as a classroom management strategy, is it effective? Is it right? Is it a way to go? Is note keeping the easiest way to demonstrate evidence of learning? Yes. Is it the easiest way? Someone could walk into your classroom. What we saw from the feedback earlier on why we take notes, someone mentioning inspectors. So if inspectors come into a classroom, okay, seeing the notes that children are writing, is that the easier and probably the best way, okay, to demonstrate that learning has been taking place? Can students with good notes prepare better for summative assessment or exams? How relevant is note taking?
Mr. Thomas, are you still there? Mr. Thomas, we're losing you. We can't hear you.
Assessment.
Okay, so I think Mr. Thomas may be having some connectivity problem. So while he tries to sort that out, okay, he's already sharing his screen again. Can you hear us, Mr. Thomas?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, we lost you in a bit.
Sorry for that. I'm sure I'll be back really shortly. Okay. Okay. I think this was where, yeah. Okay. Yes. Can I continue now?
Yes, please.
Okay. I was just talking about the last one. Can all categories of students take and keep good notes? That's another question that we now. But I want us to remember what was established in the first presentation. Note taking is a skill. Is a skill that should be taught and learned by students. We can't just expect it to happen. Now, there are some things that we also conflict together before I move on quickly. Note taking, note copying, note writing, note making, they sound alike, but they are not the same. They are not exactly the same. I won't explain the detail of that, but I'm going to make reference to them quickly. Um, Generative and non-generative note taking. Generative note taking pertains to summarizing, paraphrasing, concept mapping, while non-generative note taking involves copying something verbatim. So that's where I want to differentiate between note taking and note copying. Most of the time, what we refer to as note taking is just note copying. Sitting down with a copy of textbook and lifting all that is there, so to say, or lifting part of the content of the textbook for a particular topic into your own lesson notes and take it to the classroom. Of course, with whiteboard, you can do that. With blackboard, you can do that. Copying it right on the board, and then the children also copying straight from the board into their notes. I mean, you can follow the process from the notebook, from the textbook to the teachers, from the teacher to the board, from the board to the student, just copying verbatim. You need to note that that is non-generative in the sense that what you've only done is simply lifting what is in the textbook and moving it in the student's notes through all that processes and sub activities, which may not be necessary. Okay. Now, why? Because it has not really gone through any form of thinking process or contribution from the students in most cases. You will see students sit down hours in lessons, day to day, busy just filling pages upon pages. Most likely they won't even go back. Mr. Smith mentioned earlier about how more important note reviewing is compared to just taking the note. So if children have to take notes, and note that word, take notes, if they have to keep evidence of their learning, it's supposed to be something that will involve their thinking, something that will involve some contribution from them, not just sitting down and looking through slides upon slides of presentation in your lessons and just copying what you have on the slides. Now, I think I need to clear that before we move ahead. We're not saying don't make them write in lessons. We're not saying don't teach them writing skills. They will always need that. Even if we type more these days, even if on our laptops and our devices, we type more than writing. Some of us may not even remember the last time we wrote a whole page of letter by hand, just writing, but we type more. Even though we do that, we still all believe that writing is important. So we're not debating that today. But if they have to write at all, it must be generative. It must be something that they can process, something they can think through, something they can contribute to, something that will engage them before they put it down. Now, somebody is then asking me, so how do you want to do that in that short time? How do you want to achieve that with such a large number? Those are some of the tips that I'm intending to share shortly. Okay, wait, that last part. Okay, yes, how can note-taking activities be more generative? So I'm going to quickly share a few tips that I believe can help. So like I said, you may not agree with all of them. Some of them may sound a bit strange, but they are not new. There are things that we're already doing, but we're just looking at how they can enhance the effectiveness of keeping the right evidences for our lessons and for children to be able to go back to and review. Now, one key reason why we take notes that I believe everybody agreed with is the fact that they will need something to go back to, okay, and review when exams are coming, when they need to review. Okay, now at least even if we keep that out as one good reason why they need to write and keep a record of what transpired in the classrooms, then let's keep that in mind as we go through the tips. Okay, I mentioned this earlier. Just taking notes is simply writing what you read or hear, okay, and making notes is more creative. I think this is just trying to bring in the idea of active note writing and generative